Welcome, and today we're going to do our mountain meditation. So we're going to, if you want to go ahead and get comfortable, either sitting in a chair, coming down onto a mat, whatever place feels right for you. And as you're in that position, just feeling yourself there. If it's your feet grounded, your sit bones grounded on the chair, or your shoulders resting onto the mat, whatever that is, just begin that awareness and feeling your body grounded into the mat or your chair, whatever it may be. Sensing your body, feeling your feet, your legs, your hips, your upper body, arms, shoulders, head, and neck. And when you're ready, allowing your eyes to close, bringing awareness to the breath, the actual physical sensations, feeling each breath as it comes in and goes out. Letting the breath be just as it is, without trying to change or regulate it in any way. Allowing it to flow easily and naturally with its own rhythm and pace. Knowing you are breathing perfectly well right now. Nothing for you to do. Allowing the body to be still and sitting with a sense of dignity, a sense of resolve, a sense of being complete, whole in this very moment, with your posture reflecting this sense of wholeness. As you sit here, letting an image form in the mind's eye of the most magnificent or beautiful mountain you have known or have ever seen or can imagine. Letting it gradually come into greater focus. And even if it doesn't come as a visual image, allowing the sense of this mountain and feeling its overall shape. Its lofty peaks, peaks high in the sky, the large base rooted into the bedrock of the Earth's crust, its steep or gently sloping sides. Notice how massive it is, how solid, how unmoving, how beautiful, whether from far up or close. Perhaps your mountain has snow blanketing its tops and trees reaching down to the base, or rugged granite sides. There may be streams and waterfalls cascading down the slopes. There may be one peak or a series of peaks, or with meadows and high lakes. Observing it, noting its qualities, and when you feel ready, seeing if you can bring the mountain into your own body, sitting here so that your body and your mountain in your mind's eye become one, so that you sit here, you share in the massiveness and the stillness and the majesty of the mountain. You become the mountain. Grounded in the posture you're in, your head becomes a lofty peak, supported by the rest of the body and affording the panoramic view. Your shoulders and arms, the sides of the mountain. Your legs, the solid base, rooted to the cushion of your chair or the ground. experiencing in your body a sense of uplift from deep within your pelvis and your spine. Within each breath, as you continue sitting, become a little bit more a breathing mountain, alive and vital, yet unwavering in your inner stillness. Complete what you are beyond words and thought, a centered, grounded, unmoving presence. As you sit here, become aware of the fact that as the sun travels across the sky, the light and the shadows and colors are changing virtually moment by moment in the mountain stillness, and the surface teems with life and activity. Streams melting, waterfalls, plants, and wildlife. As the mountain sits, seeing and feeling how night follows day and day follows night. The bright sun followed by the cool night, sky-studded with stars, and gradual dawning of a new day. Through it all, the mountain just sits, experiencing change in each moment, constantly changing, yet always being itself. It remains still as the season flows into another, and as the weather changes moment by moment and day by day, calmness abiding all change. In summer, there is no snow on the mountain, except perhaps for the very peaks or in the areas shielded from the direct light. In the fall, the mountain may wear a coat of brilliant colors. In winter, a blanket of snow and ice. In any season, it may find itself at times enshrouded in clouds or fog, or pelted by freezing rain. People may come to see the mountain and comment on how beautiful it is, or how it's not a good day to see the mountain, that it's too cloudy or too rainy or foggy or dark. None of this matters to the mountain, which remains at all times essentially self. Clouds may come and clouds may go. Tourists may like it or not. The mountain's magnificence and beauty are not changed one bit by whether people see it or not, seen or unseen, in the sun or clouds, broiling or frigid, day or night. It just sits being itself. At times visited by violent storms, buffeted by snow and rain and winds of unthinkable magnitude. Through it all, the mountain sits. Spring comes, trees leaf out, flowers bloom in the high meadows and slopes, birds sing in the trees once again, streams overflow with waters of melting snow. Through it all, mountains continues to sit, unmoved by the weather, by what happens on the surface, by the world of appearances, remaining its essential self through the seasons, the changing weather, the activity ebbing, and the flowing on its surface. In the same way as we sit in meditation, we can learn to experience the mountain. We embody the same central, unwavering stillness and groundedness in the face of everything that changes in our lives, over seconds, over hours, over years. In our lives and in our meditation, we experience constantly the changing nature of the mind and body and of the outer world. We have our own periods of light and darkness, activity and inactivity, our moments of color and our moments of drabness. It is true that we experience storms of varying intensity and violence in the outer world and in our own minds and bodies. Buffeted by high winds, by cold and rain, we endure periods of darkness and pain, as well as moments of joy and uplift. Even our appearances change constantly, experiencing a weather of its own. By becoming the mountain in our meditation practice, we can link up with the strength and the stability and adapt them for our own. We can use its energies to support our energies, to encounter each moment with mindfulness and clarity. It may help us to see that our thoughts and feelings, our preoccupations, our emotional storms and crisis, even the things that happen to us, are very much like the weather on the mountain. We tend to take it all personally, but the strongest characteristics is impersonal. The weather of our own lives is not ignored or denied. It is not to be encountered, honored, felt, known for what it is, and held in awareness. And in holding it in this way, we come to know a deeper silence and stillness and wisdom. Mountains have this to teach us, and much more if we let it in. So if you resonate in some way with the strength and stability of the mountain in your practice, it may be helpful to use it from time to time in your meditation practice to remind you of what it means to sit mindfully with resolve and with wakefulness in true stillness. So maybe you choose to just want to stay where you are for a few moments with your breath, with awareness, the strength that you have within you, the strength of that mountain, that resolve. Help carry us through these times. Namaste.